What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Talk Punch. I am Brody, joined by Two Dong Dylan.
Hey.
And Charlie, The Dark Knight was fine, Hickman.
Oh.
I loved The Dark Knight. Do not start this right now. That is a fantastic, the best Batman movie of all time. It was a fantastic movie. All right.
All right.
Talk about that.
It's a better movie than it is an adaptation of like the comic feel.
Let me get through my script. Thank you so much for joining us. We here at Talk Punch are building a wonderful little community, and we love interacting with you guys. So please remember to be kind in the comments, as we're all just having some fun here. While you're here, whether you're watching us on YouTube or listening in on the audio version of the podcast, make sure you go ahead and smash that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, and then come back here every Wednesday to hang out with us and see what we're talking about. Kind of like this week's topic, where we are ranking all 14 live action Batsuits. We are doing our official Talk Punch rankings. These aren't individual. We have to work together. Oh, yes. We have to agree on this list. What do you guys think?
Buckle in.
Oh, it's going to be a good one.
I think that you cannot imply that I don't like The Dark Knight and then simultaneously tell people to be nice in the comments.
Yeah, just like something should have been his number one pick, but now let's just hear what he has to say about it.
Hey, I didn't say you didn't like it. I said you thought that it's fine.
All right. I can't do this with you right now.
All right. Well, as with how we have done these before, we have our list right here. What we're going to be doing is shuffling all these up into a draw pile up here. Whoop. See Michael Keaton? He's at the top of the deck. Not for any reason. That's just where it ended up. And we're going to work together and place all these into these 14 spots. How are you guys feeling? Do you guys have kind of an idea of where you kind of want things to wind up? Or are you just kind of waiting till they show up in the deck?
I have an idea.
I'm wild carding it, bro. I'm waiting to see.
Typical Two Dong.
But I'm open. I'm flexible, and I think just with the sheer number of suits here, we should probably just dump things in and then shuffle. Does that sound fair? Like knee jerk it, get it in, and then shuffle it around at the end.
I think that's probably going to be a wise decision. So for our audio listeners, because we want to include them, they can't see what we're seeing. So
can't see it.
The suits that we are ranking, we have the 1966 Batman. We have the 1989 Batman. We have the Batman Returns suit. We have the first suit from Batman Forever. We have the Sonar suit from Batman Forever. We have the original suit from Batman and Robin, and the Freeze Ice suit from Batman and Robin. We have the suit from Batman Begins. We have the suit from Batman Returns and the Dark... I'm sorry, not Batman Returns. We have the suit from The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises. We have Batman v Superman. We have the Nightmare scenario, Batman v Superman suit with the trench coat. We have the armored Bat suit from Batman v Superman. We have the combat suit from Justice League. And we have the Batman suit from The Batman. It's a lot to say there. There's a lot of suits, and they're all pretty different.
It's going to be a fantastic episode for you audio listeners.
We will try our best to try to vocalize.
Describe them. Yeah, we'll describe them.
What we are doing.
Vivid detail.
All right. So going on to the list, let's get right into it. No need to waste any time. Okay. Top of the deck, we have Michael Keaton's Batman Returns suit. So this was a little bit different from the Batman 89. It was a bit more armored in the torso. Where's this one kind of fall for you guys?
I'm going to say number 4.
Oh, that's high.
I like Michael Keaton suits. Yes, it is high. I like the Michael Keaton suits. I liked how the ears are formed. It makes me think of the comic book, and that is his silhouette is unbelievable. And that's a bad thing. That's a Batman thing.
Maybe
so I'm going for number 4. I am open to negotiations.
Maybe this is a conversation for when it comes up, but do you like the Batman Returns more than the 89 with the sculpted muscles?
That's a tough one for me. it's tough because I mean he's coming back in his Batman Returns. Supposedly, they gave a shot of that. So I mean, I really did enjoy it. I like the other one where it looked like it was actual organic muscles, and I don't know. It's one of those things where I would listen to what you guys had to say if one was better than the other.
All right, Charlie, is this landing anywhere for you?
I would probably put it around 6 just to have some maneuverability, but I do really like the Keaton suits, so I could see myself moving this higher as we go. 5 is fine, 4. And
I was kind of thinking 5. So if Dylan's saying 4, Charlie's saying 6, let's kind of go right in the middle, and we'll start with 5. It can always move; it's not locked in. Things can move around, especially as we get towards the bottom there. Okay, next up. We have the Batman Forever Sonar suit.
Val Kilmer.
I will say, I really dislike this suit.
How much do you dislike this suit, bro?
This might be like 12 or 13 for me.
Wow.
Yeah. I know. I also really dislike this suit. I know there's a couple coming up that I think I dislike more. So I'm comfortable with like a 12 now. It's bad. It's a bad.
It
suit.
had like weird lines, like on the ears. I did not like this suit.
I didn't like that his forearms had those ridiculous. They like launched these ridiculous grappling hooks, and the very first time he used it, just bounced right off. I was like that. Every time that I was like, what happened to his grappling hook like gun or some kind of a device that he had? I don't put it as his on his gauntlets, and they're all big. He can't even lift his arms at that point. So I'm okay.
So to start out, how do you guys feel about just starting at 12?
12 is good.
Okay. All right. Next up, we have the iconic Batman 1989 suit. Now, do you guys put this higher than the Batman Returns suit, Charlie?
I do. When I first saw, like, I can still vividly remember, like, just like previews for the '89 film, and like they show that like silhouette of the bat suit, and it just looks so cool. And like I know that there are advancements that have been made in, and poor Michael Keaton couldn't even move his neck in it, but man, I do love. I just love when I see it. I know exactly what movie it is. And I just love it. I love this suit. I would put it higher, but I'm open to suggestions.
I agree. This one ranks high for me. I know I agree with the limitations. Watching the movie and how stiff he is, the poor guy, like, has to do the full like tilt anytime he wants to move his head. But it is a really cool suit, and it's the all black. Oh man, this would.
And if I could have one hanging in my room, this is the one I would want.
This one,
he has the different shaped bat symbol.
Yeah, it had like the extra little wing, like at the tail part, which is interesting. I'm thinking to start out, I'm gonna throw it out there, 3.
Huh. Okay.
Were you thinking higher or lower, Tudong?
With your build-up, I expected you to say higher. I actually was kind of convinced. I was just now kind of convincing myself that that maybe for number 6, but then it was kind of half-hearted, and believe me, after listening to both of you guys, no, I agree with your with your guys' list reasons. You've won me over. I changed my mind completely. So 3 sounds fine to me.
So
3.
We'll start out at 3. Okay.
This is hard.
The 1966 Batman. Okay.
Is so bad and good.
Is it functional? No.
Yes.
Can he move?
I mean,
yes.
The maneuverability is off the charts.
The maneuverability is amazing.
He could put his dukes up and beat the snot out of anybody.
And for the time,
he still had his costume on. Let me tell you something. If Michael Keaton had to go into a boxing ring with boxing gloves in his Batsuit, I don't think he would appreciate it. I don't think he would want to do it. Adam West, on the other hand, puts on his boxing trunks and his boxing gloves over all of his Batsuit, and it takes like a magnet to get him to not continue winning the boxing match. That's how functional it is, bro. He had a bat everything in that utility belt.
It's true.
Tell me Michael Keaton's bat utility belt had everything that Adam West's did, bro. Tell me this.
No,
Tell me
didn't.
that his cowl was turned pink and some to thwart one of his arch villains, the Mad Hatter. Tell me,
All right. All right.
Val Kilmer's.
Okay.
So where are we putting this?
Two Dog, where would you put it? Where would you put it?
I'd put it at number 1. I'd put it probably number.
Seven?
I'd probably put it at number 8. I'll put it at 8.
Charlie, how do you feel with that?
Anywhere in that range is good for me.
That's kind of where I fall with it too. Like a 7, 8. What do you think? 7 or 8?
It doesn't matter. Just drop it.
Okay, we'll start it at 8.
We won't hold you to it.
All right. Next up, we have the first George Clooney Batsuit. Very sculpted, has the nipples, has the huge lower portion to him. It's
a bad suit.
It's not black. It was like a shiny dark blue.
Yeah, it was not. Yeah, it was just the whole thing. Gosh, what a terrible movie. And I will admit that it is really hard as I was prepping for this to divorce my feelings about the movie from the suit. It's really hard to just. I don't know if I was giving it an open chance, but man, look at that. It's a terrible suit. It's a terrible suit.
It doesn't have a yellow belt, which is interesting. It's just like one color. Now, do I dislike it more than the Sonar suit, though? I don't know. I think
no.
I think I dislike.
I
think I dislike the Sonar suit more than.
Really?
Yeah.
It's the chest. Even they can't even get the muscles right on that other suit. He doesn't have any shoulders. The Sonar suit at least has shoulders to it, whereas and he has actual pectoral muscles as opposed to whatever those things are that are sagging down. He has no shoulders again. There's no silhouette to it.
Yeah, the suit looks like they were trying to do trying to get around copyright law in a foreign country and design like nighttime Batman guy, like that night boy bat guy or something.
I think you put the Sonar suit to 11 and put this at 12. That's what I say.
I will say that this Clooney suit makes his head look gargantuan.
It does, right?
Yeah.
His head looks huge in this suit.
If you were to do a silhouette of this, it would be preposterous. Even the Sonar suit would have a better silhouette. Like it's got
criminals would be laughing too hard at the giant head to even be scared. I like Brody. If you hate the Sonar suit more, that's great. Put the Sonar to 13 and put this at 12. But just this is bottom 3 for me for sure.
Okay, so we got to agree on this. So is this one before or one after the Sonar suit?
Well, we can let's get everything out there and then we can kind of fine tune it.
Okay, so where should it start?
You can just drop it 11 for now, and that's fine.
Okay,
because I know you hate the Sonar suit more.
I do hate the Sonar. All right, next up we have the armored Batsuit from Batman v Superman. This was mostly CGI. I will say, I don't mind the design. I think it's kind of a cool design. And they were going for the armored thing from Dark Knight Returns.
I'll go with 7, and I'll go for 7.
That high?
That's
fine. I
surprising.
Don't think it's as. I think that it does have a bit of an edge over the Adam West, just a bit, because I do think he would get into a boxing ring with his shorts and the gloves in that armored outfit.
Yeah, it's definitely not like way up high, but I certainly like it better than the Clooney outfit.
Yes. Agreed.
Do you like it better than the Adam West outfit?
How about 9 for now? Are we comfortable with that?
I think I'm okay with that.
Fine.
I'm okay with that.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
Okay.
All right, next up we have the nightmare dream Batman v Superman outfit, which was...
Batman doesn't need a coat. He's never had a coat. He goes to Ra's al Ghul's house in the desert all the time. He's never worn a trench coat. Why? He has his own cloak, but he does not need a trench coat.
All the
Batman.
pockets.
He's not trench coat.
He doesn't have the utility belt anymore at this point, so he's got to have pockets. It's the first time he's ever needed pockets.
He's also carrying a big gun.
Yeah.
Which
this is pretty low for me.
I'm not going to pretend Batman. I got to use my hands, of course. I'm not going to pretend that Batman never ever in his life uses guns. I'm saying he doesn't kill people with guns. That I will say. But he does use guns, and I'm okay with him holding a gun. What I'm not okay with is him having a trench coat. Why would he have a trench coat? This is Batman right here. And it doesn't make, I mean, at least get a black trench coat. Huh? Get a long coat, a functional coat. I don't, he is a ninja.
Nice
He
peacoat.
has to blend in. His bat suit blends him in. And if he's not going to have a blending in kind of bat suit, because his cowl is not like it's beige, like his coat, if he's going to do that, go all the way and be like, I'm going to be like the same color as the sand, but all of it's going to be like that, not just his
Okay.
coat.
Okay.
All right. So let's. I think we all agree here.
Agree on what? Number
That's
10?
not great.
Number 10
I'll say 13
or lower?
as at the
13?
highest. 13 is the highest.
Oh.
At the highest.
It's also not like a, you know, it's not even a real sequence here. So it's, you know, it's hard to compare this to like an actual bat suit. So
Also true.
So you guys like the Sonar suit better than this?
Tell me about the silhouette, bro. Tell me about that.
I just want to get everything down, and then we can argue.
All right.
Just get it down. Just get it down.
All right. Okay, next up we have the normal bat suit from Batman v Superman.
7.
I will say not a bad design. I actually
design.
kind of like the design. I kind of like the big bat.
What do you like? What are you saying? What are you thinking?
6 or 7.
I'm good with that.
6.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's a nice design. Thick.
All right. The Batman suit from The Batman. Now, I really like this. This, to me, this is number 1.
Oh, really? Wow.
Slap it down, then, bro. Come on.
Well,
Okay.
I'd like to get it kind of in I'd like to get it
throw
kind
around
of
big words.
kind of in a general area where it's going to wind up. Okay, I don't want to just throw it down on anything.
But yeah, I think it's top 4. So 1's good.
I wouldn't
Okay.
argue.
All right, next up we have the combat suit from Justice League. Don't really care for this.
I don't care for that suit either. It's too Night Owl-ish.
It's very Night Owl-ish. Yeah.
Yeah. Good call.
With the goggles and everything. Yeah, totally.
The goggles are preposterous. Like actual goggles. He has lenses that come down. He had that in the Batman v Superman. See, they're actually glowing.
Okay.
They're glowing. He could have just had them. They don't need goggles. He doesn't need goggles.
All right, how about number 10?
Good. Now we're flying.
Very
Look at this. All right.
Very generous.
All right. The Batman Begins suit.
That's a pretty cool suit.
I do have some issues with it though.
Yep.
So I'm between what about number 4? I'm trying to remember what else is left. How about number
Let's put it 4 for now, because
4?
there's some coming that I'm also forgetting.
Oh.
Yeah, the stripper Batman.
Oh gosh.
He's
Batman Forever.
just over there shaking that pelvis.
This should have been low. I want to
This can't
move.
be 7.
This can't
Yeah.
be 7. We're just gonna start moving stuff.
Let's move it up. Move it up.
Okay, better or worse than the original George Clooney?
I can't believe George Clooney's better than Sonar. If even just at the silhouette. I'm shocked, bro. I'm shocked. I think you're letting your hatred for the movie. Yeah.
I think it's better than the Clooney suit, but maybe not based on the picture that you chose. but just in like the general film sense, I think it's a better suit. Well, you purposely try to find the most ridiculous photo.
I didn't pick it. This picture was done by somebody on Reddit. I would give them credit, but I don't know who it was. Okay.
Reddit.
Yeah, the original one, that's a bad picture, but I mean it's not that bad of a suit. It's very akin to
it's from
like,
Batman
Returns.
It's from Batman Forever, and I don't.
Oh.
Okay, the ice suit, clear 14. We don't even need to discuss that, right?
Okay.
That is bad.
That's just
fair.
like
That's fair.
the worst suit that they ever could have come up with. And then finally, the Dark Knight / Dark Knight Rises suit, I think, fits in right at that number. Okay.
I can agree with that. I can
All
agree.
right, now we can argue.
Okay. So should we start at the bottom and kind of work our way up?
Low to high. Let's go. So
Okay.
we all agree on 14. Do we want to make any adjustments
14.
on 10 through 13?
I still say Sonar Batman should be above Clooney, original Clooney Batman. It's even just the silhouette is better. Even the silhouette, unless like if you strongly believe them, bro. But I mean, it does.
Charlie, where do you fall with the Sonar suit?
You know, as I've gotten older and matured, I've grown fond of the nipples on the bat suit.
They both have nipples.
I've made my peace. The Sonar suit has nipples? Oh, the Sonar? I don't think the Sonar has nipples.
It doesn't. It has a big bat symbol.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, bro. And you prefer the nipples and the big head and the no shoulders and a horrible silhouette with ears.
Okay, here's where I stand.
I don't like the lines on the ears.
I don't feel strongly enough about this to try to rob Brody of his vengeance against the movie that almost destroyed the Riddler. And just ruined so many of his childhood.
Well, all right.
But hold on. Okay, this is the official Talk Punch ranking. I want us all to agree. I don't want it to just be
I would
me.
like to say this. I'd like to say this. If, in fact, the George Clooney Batman, which silhouette is terribly, remains in front of the Sonar Val Kilmer Batman, then I would like the Val Kilmer original Batman to be above the Justice League Night Owl Batman.
Okay.
Because although that's a bad picture, that's not a bad suit. It's not. It does not. It resembles almost the Michael Keaton suit.
Okay,
it's just a really terrible picture.
So Dylan thinks that the George Clooney suit should be lower than the Sonar suit.
But he's compromising, saying move Val Kilmer up and move the Night Owl suit down. And then he's happy.
I don't know.
Brody, no compromise tonight from Brody.
I really don't like Batman Forever.
Now, in that case, let me just ask. I think it is very good of you guys to have Adam West sandwiched between Ben Affleck.
Okay, are we keeping Nightmare Batman at number 13? If we're just moving down the list, I'm just kind of confirming.
Yes,
I'm fine. I'm fine with it there. If you told me that you wanted to move it to 12, all of these are so close. It's sometimes hard with lists, and these are all in the same tier of kind of bad for me. So if you want to shuffle 13 to 12 to 11, like they're all kind of equal. Like we're talking thin margins here between the quality of these suits. But if you want to kind of move that up and don't move it to 1 though, bro.
Well, no, I'm not moving it to 1. I'm just
teasing. I'm sorry.
Just doing a little bit of.
You're moving that one up. I'm kind of surprised. But okay, I dig what you're throwing down.
I'm just moving some stuff around, seeing where you guys lie with this stuff. What about this?
I would accept this. That's a compromise.
Okay, so we have the Ice suit at 14, the George Clooney suit at 13, the Sonar suit at 12, the Nightmare suit at 11, and then the original Val Kilmer at 10.
Yeah, maybe we should put the Sonar at 13. God, it's a bad suit. All right, it doesn't matter. Whatever, it's fine.
It's not nearly as bad as the East.
All right. Let's go to the next row.
All right. Next row. So next we have number 9. We have the Combat. Number 8. We have the Armored. Number 7. We have Batman 66.
Yeah.
I can't see the numbers. So number 6 is the Batman v Superman suit. And number 5 is the Batman Returns suit. How are you guys feeling with this?
Do we want to move the Batman vs Superman suit higher, or do we like it where it is?
Where would you want to move it to?
I would be okay. Are we keeping? Can we do the top? Can we do the top four real quick,
Sure.
and then work back to the middle?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine. So
Do we want to keep?
So
Are we keeping the newest suit as number one?
So right now, our number 4 is Batman Begins. Number 3 is Batman 89. Number 2 is Dark Knight. Number 1 is The Batman.
I wouldn't be opposed, and I'm just throwing some stuff out here. If we kind of bumped 89 to number 2,
Okay.
and then maybe moved one of the maybe the Batman Begins. Well, I guess we could move that to 5, and then maybe move up the Batman vs Superman or the Batman Returns into the top 4 to create some separation. Did I say that right? I don't know.
So you want to move Batman Begins down.
Maybe not like down, not like down, like maybe from 4 to 5.
Okay. And then what would... And so
And
then
either what is currently 5 or 6 into 4.
Do you're not a fan of the Batman Begins suit?
No, I like the Batman Begins suit.
You don't, well, but you don't think it should be 4. You think it should be lower than 4.
I'm not sure. 4 or 5. I mean, you're making it sound like I'm dropping it like 100 spaces here.
Because it already is 4.
I mean,
I kind of like the Batman vs Superman suit. I wouldn't mind seeing that a little higher, but then I kind of also don't want to knock the Batman Returns suit out, which is it's just causing some conflict in me. That's all.
I do have some issues with the Batman Begins suit. Okay, I'm not a fan of the cape. It's like this velour type thing. It had like these weird little clips. The mouthpiece on both the Batman Begins and the Dark Knight suits, I always thought was too small. Okay. It just looked so tight on his face.
Yeah.
And it did look bigger. So if we wanted to drop that one a little bit, I think that we could. And I do like the Batman v Superman costume. I don't like the mouthpiece. I think it's a weird shape. It just starts wider and then for some reason goes really narrow, like right near his chin. So if we moved Batman Begins down, do we keep it? Do we have number 4 be Batman Returns and number 5 be Batman v Superman, or does Batman v Superman jump up to number 4?
Dylan, I know you have strong feelings here, so why don't you jump in?
I'll be honest. Although the ears are a little small for me and his muscles look a smidgen preposterous, I do like the blue and gray. And I mean, like, it does look like a more flexible cowl, even though they kind of did that, and it did look weird in Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises, almost like a bike helmet. So I wouldn't be. I mean, an argument could be made that I would probably go along with. I don't have strong feelings, if I'm being completely honest. I don't have strong feelings because that Batman Returns is a pretty cool suit. But then again, then it's Batman 89, and then it's Batman Returns. So it kind of it. I mean, and if that's the way it is, then that's our choices. But I mean, I guess an argument could be made for the Batman v Superman.
All right, bro. You're the tiebreaker here. Final decision.
Oh, don't put this all on me. We have to agree
All
on
on
this.
We'll agree. That's why we're putting it on you.
I do like the Batman v Superman. I do like the Batman Returns. But I do also still like the Batman Begins suit. Well, though.
Go back at 4 then and call it a day.
Hey, I'll say this. Why don't we put the Batman v Superman one, because then
at number 4,
at the very least,
at number 4,
we're all thinking it. None of us want to say it. At least you two are thinking it, and you don't want to say it. But I will absolutely say, hey, you know what? We've got all the different Batman costumes, and I don't think that it would be like a bad thing. I mean, the only other one that I would say should be number 4 would be the '66 Batman, because of his whole ability to get into the boxing ring. But
Okay.
if we're not going to go that route because it's a little bit too old-fashioned, we go with what's current, and it is a well-constructed suit. It's not the trench coat or like it's not the armor with the cool eyes. It's not a bad suit at all. It's a good, well constructed, and I'm sure that as we can see with our number one, they're getting better and better as they go along.
Okay.
Unless it's something like Justice League.
All right. So now, do we want Batman Begins at number 5, or do we want Batman Returns at number 5?
Batman Begins.
So Batman Returns goes down to number 6, and Batman Begins goes at number 5.
Yeah, but all that's really close. All that's
It
close.
is really close.
Really, really.
I wouldn't
close.
argue if you guys shuffle those pretty much in any order. I wouldn't argue with it.
All right.
I probably wouldn't.
So we kind of touched on the number 4. Charlie, how are you feeling about the top 3 of The Batman, Dark Knight, Batman 89?
If this was like a personal list for me, I would probably put Batman 89 number 1 or number 2. I'm perfectly fine with it being number 3. All these suits look fantastic. And the movies were fantastic. So I like them where they are. I like it's fine.
Dylan,
what do you guys think?
How you feel? How you feeling about this?
I like that. I like how it's represented. I do think that costume, that particular our number one, the Pattinson costume, the Batman, is. I think it's a really cool suit. I was not sold at first on his gauntlets and having them in the different things, and as I watched it, I was like, all right, they've sold me on it. I like that they, as we said in our review, I like the collar is reminiscent of one of my favorite Elsewhere stories, which is the Gotham by Gaslight. I love how Christian Bale was moving in The Dark Knight. He was jumping on tape. He went into that club and he was plowing through people, and he crouched down and he picked up Boss Maroni, not Falcone, or no, that was Falcone. And he picks him up before he drops him off a building. And you've got Batman 89 when you see him as he comes down on the rope with that silhouette right there, that's the first time it's the Batman right there. And it is so cool. And I'm not going to lie. You know what? There were plenty of moments where Ben Affleck's Batsuit looked absolutely stunning. And I thought it was, some moments, really cool and well done, especially when it was CGI Batfleck and he was moving probably like the real Batman.
All right, so are you guys good with this list? Is this the official Talk Punch ranking of all the Batsuits?
You have my approval.
I also approve.
All right, then there it is. So, starting at number 14, we have the Snow Ice suit from Batman and Robin, followed by the normal Batman suit from Batman and Robin. At number 12, we have the Sonar suit. 11, we have the Nightmare suit. 10, we have the normal Batman Forever suit. 9, we have the combat suit from Justice League. 8, we have the armored suit from Batman v Superman. 7, we have Batman 66. Number 6, we have Batman Returns suit. Number 5, we have Batman Begins. Number 4, we have Batman v Superman's suit. Number 3, we have Batman 89. Number 2, we have the Dark Knight / the Dark Knight Rises suit. And number 1, we have the Batman.
Really cool suit.
All right. Good job, guys. I think this was fun. I enjoyed this one.
That's hard to it's tough. But hey, if you like fashion videos, you've come to the right place. No one does fashion better than Talk Punch. So make sure you check out some of our other videos below where we talk about other costume related. No, we talk a lot about all the various parts of movies and TV and all comics, all sorts of fun stuff. If you're into that, make sure you click that like and subscribe button. Check out some of our other Batman related content that I'm sure Brody's linked to below. Click on these videos. We'll see you next time. Send us pictures of you dressed in your favorite Batsuit.
All right. Bye.